I call President Obama and Hillary Clinton the founders of ISIS. They're the founders.
I know what you meant. You meant that he created the vacuum. He lost the peace.
No, I meant he's the founder of ISIS. I do. He's the most valuable player. I give him the most valuable player award. I give her, too, by the way.
But he's not sympathetic to them. He hates them. He's trying to kill them.
He was the founder. The way he got out of Iraq was the founding of ISIS.
How do they get out? You know how they get out? They get out. That's how they get out. Declare victory and leave.
I don't know what they should do. Just kidding, I do, but I can't tell you. Just kidding, I can't, but I don't feel like it. Just kidding, I do. Just kidding, I forgot the question. Just kidding, I remember, but I don't want to talk about it.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our press.
Of course I'm being sarcastic, and they don't even know, frankly, if it's Russia. They have no idea if it's Russia, if it's China, if it's somebody else. Who knows who it is?
But I do know where I want to be, back in the U.S., just kidding, back in the USSR, just kidding.
Well, I actually think that Bernie would be easier to beat, even though he shows up a little bit better in the polls, and I may be wrong, but what I do like about Bernie is that when he loses, because the system is rigged against him, totally, just like it was rigged against me. I mean, the system is rigged. I think it's very unfair what's happening to Bernie Sanders, actually, and it's a system that's not a good system.
I asked Bernie Sanders because he's going to be here tomorrow to ask a question. Have you met Bernie? Have you guys ever met before?
I've never really had the privilege.
I see. Okay, so here's the question from Bernie. He asked, Hillary Clinton backed out of an agreement to debate me in California before the June 7th primary.
Right.
Are you prepared to debate the major issues facing our largest state and the country before the California primary? Yes or no? He wants to know if you will debate him.
Yes, I am. How much is he going to pay me?
You would do it for a price? What would the price be?
Yeah, because if I debated him, we would have such high ratings, and I think I should take that money and give it to some worthy charity, okay?
So if it was done for charity, you would agree to do that?
If he paid a nice sum toward a charity, I would love to do that.
Oh.
I'm going to read from it. The headline being, he's saying that he will not participate in a debate with Bernie Sanders, saying, based on the fact that the Democratic nominating process is totally rigged and crooked, Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz will not allow Bernie Sanders to win. It seems inappropriate that I would debate the second place finisher.
Okay, I'll be there. Just kidding, I won't show up. Just kidding, I'll show down. Just kidding, I'll show you.
Let's talk about Russia. You made a lot of headlines with Russia this week. What exactly is your relationship with Vladimir Putin?
I have no relationship with Putin. I have no relationship with Putin. Just so you understand, he said very nice things about me, but I have no relationship with him.
Yet you said for 3 years, 13, 14, and 15, that you did have a relationship with him.
No.
Never spoken to him on the phone?
I've been in Moscow. I didn't meet him in Moscow. Where?
Never spoken to him on the phone?
I have never spoken to him on the phone, no. Russia and Putin. You know, I was in Moscow a couple of months ago. I owned the Miss Universe pageant, and they treated me so great. Putin even sent me a present, beautiful present with a beautiful note. I spoke to all of his people. In Russia, I was in Moscow recently, and I spoke indirectly and directly with President Putin, who could not have been nicer.
I don't dance for money, but I'll do what you want me to do. Just kidding, I won't do everything you want me to do. Well, I'll do some things. Just kidding, I'll do anything. You'd be surprised. Just kidding, you wouldn't be surprised unless it's your birthday. Just kidding, it's not your birthday, it's my birthday. And I'm having a party. Just kidding, it's not a party, it's more of a dinner. Just kidding, it's not a dinner because there won't be food. Just kidding, we're having steak. Yay, medium rare. Just kidding.
Well, first of all, I think, and I know the H-1B very well, and it's something that I frankly use, and I shouldn't be allowed to use. We shouldn't have it. Very, very bad for workers. And second of all, I think it's very important to say, well, I'm a businessman and I have to do what I have to do, and it's sitting there waiting for you, but it's very bad. It's very bad for business in terms of, it's very bad for our workers, and it's unfair for our workers, and we should end it.
You have been very critical of Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, who has wanted to increase the number of these H-1B.
I was not at all critical of him. I was not at all. In fact, frankly, he's complaining about the fact that we're losing some of the most talented people. They go to Harvard, they go to Yale, they go to Princeton, they come from another country, and they're immediately sent out. I am all in favor of keeping these talented people here so they can go to work in Silicon Valley.
So you're in favor of increasing that?
I have not been at all critical of him.
Just changed my mind about doing this. Just kidding, I didn't change my mind. I changed my clothes. Just kidding, my clothes didn't change, but my address did. I now live at 21 Jump Street. Just kidding, I live at 21 2 Street. Just kidding, I didn't move, but I can move my body. Look.
Exactly. No. John McCain has not done enough for the veterans.
The veterans in this country are suffering. The veterans in this country are treated as third-class citizens. John McCain talks a lot, but he doesn't do anything. A man came up to me, and he handed me his Purple Heart. Now, I said to him, is that like the real one, or is that a copy? And he said, that's my real Purple Heart. I have such confidence in you. And I said, man, that's like big stuff. I always wanted to get the Purple Heart. This was much easier.
Fall in, everyone. We're in the Army now. I don't know, but I've been told. Just kidding. I do know, but they told me anyway. Just kidding. I haven't been told yet. Just kidding. I have, but they told me not to tell you. Just kidding. They told me to make sure. I told everyone. That's why I'm on TV. Just kidding. I'm not on TV. I'm on the radio. Just kidding. I'm on TV, and you're watching me now. Just kidding. You might. I'm not nervous. Just kidding. I've just never been on TV before. Just kidding. I have. I'm on TV all the time. Just kidding. I'm only on in the morning. Just kidding. That's my first time. Just kidding. I was on Ellen once. Just kidding. I was sitting in the audience. Just kidding. I was standing because I ran out of chairs. Just kidding. I had a chair, and I brought it with me today. Just kidding. This is a different chair. Just kidding. I show you, but they told me not to stand up. Just kidding. They said I could do whatever I want. Just kidding. They said anything was implied. Just kidding. My tongue hurts so much from talking. Just kidding. It hurts because I ate hot cheese. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not good at this. You are right not to have me come back.